Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. This is the Liberia Radio and Television Network. My name is Derek Galley, and we are here in Trenton at doing the post-election reactions to the Central Jersey and Metropolitan Area elections that was held today. And we are here today with ULAA's representative, and we have constituents here that participated in the voting process. And we are here just to get their reactions to the entire elections process. But to get it on the way, we would like to first give everybody the time to introduce themselves to the camera. So starting with the gentleman on my left.
My name is Vincent Kumen. I'm from Tonin Camp.
Thank you very much, Vincent. And just to lay the ground rules, this is reactions to the elections. It is not a campaign period. We're not doing teams. We strongly suggest you do not tell us who you voted for, because this has nothing to do with this. It's just a reaction on what you think about this process. So we'll move to the next person. Just tell us your name. And if you are a poll watcher or you just participated by voting, you can tell us that.
Evangeline Peabody. I participated in the voting.
We'll move on to ULAA's representative in person of Lrtn Bazi. Introduce yourself to our network.
Thank you for hosting us today again. And indeed, my name is Alexander Akubazi. I am the National Financial Secretary for ULAA, and I'm here to represent ULAA Election Commission.
Thank you. My name is Orlando K. Yinka, pool washer for Team Header.
Good afternoon. My name is Prince S.C. Bay, one of the board member.
Good afternoon to all in Maryland. My name is Olivia Cole, all observer.
My name is Fanny Bull. I'm an observer.
Thank you guys so much for introducing yourself. And let me just, on behalf of the network, we would like to thank all of you that participated in the elections. Whether you were poll watchers or you voted in the elections, we would like to thank you for the peace that was maintained through all these elections and how successful the election turns out. That's what true democracy is about. We vote for our candidate, we campaign for our candidate, and we come out here in numbers and vote for our candidates, and we come back together as a community afterward. Now my first question would be to any one of you, how was the turnout today for the election? How was the turnout?
The turnout was amazing. I was so proud to see my Liberians come out to vote today. I got here at 7:15.
Any other person want to comment on the turnout today? Like, did it meet your expectations? Just tell us that.
The turnout today was amazing. I never even believed that we have a lot of Liberians there today. I was impressed. It was very nice. I got at the polling station at 6:30 a.m.
Here, the turnout today from the two people that commented, it was nice. And she said you got here 6:30 and 7:15. So the turnout in Trenton today was really nice. People came out in the numbers to vote. And the next thing we'll move to is the process. Did you guys think like the process, was it tedious? Was it free? Was it fair? Was it easy to get by and to cast your vote?
As observer for this process, the first thing I want to say, I want to thank the Liberian community. I've been here for the past 16 years. Over the period of 16 years, this is my first peaceful election in New Jersey. Of course, we had we have series of problems, but it was not like something that would bring problem into the election. So I'm really proud of the Liberians today, and I'm so proud of the two teams, Team Header and Team Tony. We showed out maturity. We show out the goodness of the Liberian people in this New Jersey. We tell the world that there are so many good people than bad people in our community. So I'm really, really proud of the process today.
Let me go to Mr. Lrtn Bassey. What do you make of the process here today?
Well, today is another history set by ULAA. And indeed, one of our community to have seen a number of attendants to such an election. And as a representative of ULAA, I was well impressed with the attendance, and I was told by those that live within Trenton that they had never seen such an election as alluded by the past speaker. And I will hope that other community within the Liberian community will follow this process as well. We may have had some issues, and indeed, there's always a problem. Not everything will always be 100%. And those things will be corrected as we go forward. Thank you for letting us to at least express our views.
Absolutely, no problem. Let's move to the next comment on what do you make of the election process?
Yes, today was history making. I've been in Trenton since 1989. I've participated in a lot of different elections in Trenton. Today was awesome. To see my Liberian people come out today, it was awesome. But other than my people coming out, you said the process of election. Today, the process of election, I didn't find it to be very fine. I'm not going to sugarcoat it because the organizing of this election today was a little disruptive. As I speak to you right now, we're in the election hall. The other party president just walked past us and went upstairs, refusing to leave. So let's talk truth here. I had people in here, my nieces came in here and voted today, and I had to pull their card because they live in Philadelphia. But if you have Trenton residency, it takes you up to 6 months to a year to change your identification. You understand me? And a lot of that went on today. Even one of my very close friend from California, he's been in California for over a year. He voted here today. So I'm going to tell y'all that I think we could do a better job. I think we could do something way better for our community. Because let me tell you something, these people come and they vote, they pack their bag and they leave. We have to be here. Our children have to be here. So we are, whether Team Anthony, Team Hector, we are Liberians in the metropolitan area. We are the one that suffers, whether we got place to go, whether we can talk to our parents. We the ones suffering it. These people that come in here to vote, they come, they vote, and they go. But we the one will have to stay here. So as far as the organizing part of the election today, I found it very unorganized. And that's my take on it.
That's why the show is called the elections, the post-elections reactions. We're trying to get your reactions, and like she said, be honest with it. If you feel like the process was fair, you feel like the process was smooth, you can say. If you have personal issue with the process yesterday, I'll get to you. If you have personal issue with the process here today, this will be the good time to get it out. And the good thing is, ULAA has a mechanism set in place that I know of that they can address this concern. ULAA is always willing to strengthen the elections process, and ULAA will definitely take your concern. But let's move on to the next person to comment on the process. And please try to keep your comment on 2 minutes. Thank you.
And the process was good. Yeah, the process was good. I came about around 9 o'clock. Everything was just a fun. Talking to each other, it's not about Tony or it's not my head up. That we are friends. We just want the community and to go in the forward and to do the right thing. So, your friend will come to you and tell you, say, oh, go vote for the first thing, go do this. Then everything was fine to me. I was there A friend of mine that came to me in Solomon with Job. I talked to them too. And to me, the process, I learned how the process, it was peaceful, it was organized.
Peaceful and organized, that's his description of the process yesterday. I understand you have a comment on the process?
Yeah. My opponent just said something about my president. And that is not, I just wanted to make point of correction. The front door, I just wanted to tell you, sir, excuse me, sir. Yeah.
The process, the reactions to the process.
Okay, all right.
The reaction to the process, that's what I'm asking. Thank you.
All right. As I said earlier, right? I've been here for some time now, and I came as supervisor for all my observers and the pool watchers, and I was here from 7 o'clock up to present, and everything went. I mean, in every election, they have some situation that it can face with, but I think the identical election is one of the best elections I ever seen in New Jersey from the Lrtn community. There are some elections we went to in New Jersey. There was a lot of fighting. Police have to come out and drop people around from the hall. All right, but this identical one, the opposite side. Every one of us was joking with one another. All right, there was no fighting. So I think this election was one of the best elections that ever happened in a Liberian community in New Jersey. So I want to give it out to the ULAA people. All right?
Something that she said. I can't.
If you got to react, we don't give time for rebuttal. If you have reactions on the elections process, I'll give you the microphone.
It can be individual too, right? Individual reaction.
Your reaction to the election.
I had a personal reaction to the election. The process, when I got here, when we first started, everything was fine. Until I got into physical altercation with the lady mistress. One of the ULAA representatives, I actually wanted to get the water. When I got in the refrigerator, I took because a lady wanted water from me, the older lady. So when I went into the refrigerator, I took 2 bottles of water. Leaving the kitchen, she went and grabbed me by my clothes and shook me by my clothes, telling me I shouldn't take the water. That was the only problem I have. But everything went on smoothly. And another problem I have is a lot of the people that did register, when they came up, their name was not on the list. And we kept on checking and checking. We had over maybe 40 persons. So I really don't know why is that, because people gave you the money during the registration process, and then they come happily to vote. They never had the opportunity. That make them mad. And now we that did couple of registration, it make us look bad also. So I really want for you to take into consideration, to really look into that, because it make us look bad. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let me move to Mr. Lrtn Barsi. The positive and negative comments you just heard, what do you make of it? Before I get to you, let me get the last reaction.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator, and then thanks to my listener audience out there. The process today was a little bit challenging. That's number one. Number two, the setup in terms of those that were doing the registration for the pool, the voters, was not in place. Reason, very simple. And I want you to work on this very critically. If they're having an election out there again, they got to be very careful. Reason, people's names are on the list, and those that are saying, oh, the name is this, the mistress, that is the election head, was coming to recognize those names, while those that were sitting on the table say, your name is not here. That was something very, very, it was awful. It was really, really sad. For that reason, for some of those reasons, you have people just walking out and leave without voting. You got to do better. Now, another thing that I observe again, somebody who was already there, his name is also on the list, in person of the late Mr. Blitty. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Again, let's move to ULAA representative here today, Mr. Lrtn Bassi. What is your reactions to the constituent reaction to the election?
Well, here is my reaction. But let me first of all say thank you to the voters and those that was actually observing the election. I believe the beginning of everything has some faults. Why it is true that the voters who may have been here to vote and their name was now on the list, it may have been because of typographical mistake. And I also want to say that we as ULAA representative, if we're going to be part of an election in any of our community, we will indeed make sure we have those corrected. This is our first time being involved into a community election. And I just want you to be aware of that. Here is the problem. So what I have seen when I was here, that those who live in Trenton were very involved into this. And I worked through the whole process, the registering process, through the voting process, and I saw a lot of activities going on where, in fact, I personally had to dismiss one of the observers from the hall because of stuff that she did that was not proper for the election. And I stood at the door as well where, in fact, we tried to control the process, and they could not give me the chance to control the process. But again, everything has a beginning and it has the ending. There's nothing we start that say will be perfect. I just want to say I think we give all of us a kudu, as you all have alluded to the fact that for the first time in the history of this city, we have had a perfect election without no fighting, as you may say it, no violence at all. I think that is a positive start we need to look at. Other things like, somebody is not on the list, as we are in the process of having this roundtable discussion, we had candidates, or we have voters standing right there where they are trying to ratify their application. And I believe all of those people went up to vote. There was no one that left in the hall that did not vote. If there are a lot of people that left. Those that were over there, they verified them. And okay, all right. Again, the process was done by you guys. It was not really done by ULAA, and it was somehow transferred to ULAA. And how the mistake came about, maybe it may have been typo mistake. But whatever I want to say is that this process was actually perfect. I mean, these are all minor things that we can fix these things in the future. A lot of things went on, we can fix it. So we had candidates like presidential candidate coming in and out. In fact, there's a presidential candidate that make sure that the door was open and have people just coming in. All right? And I said, well, you are a presidential candidate. You shouldn't be doing this. You should let us do our job. So I heard a speaker say there's a presidential candidate that came and walked up. Both presidential candidates actually was in this hall all throughout. All right? I may not know their name, but the most popular one may be the young one. He was here all throughout. Even when the door was closed, he was in here. So, again, we all did the best. And, I mean, I just want to say thank you guys, Liberia Radio Television Network, for your patience being with us here again.
Okay, before I let go of you guys, let me just pose the last question to you guys. Trenton has been through the elections campaign, a lot of tension, Team Hector, Team Weah, or Team Hector, Team Anthony. Now, my question to you, after the elections, or your votes are all cast in, how do you think each and every one of us can participate in reuniting the community so it can just be one Trenton, one community, whoever wins? How do you think we can come together and reunite the community so it can be just Team Hector and Team Weah? We'll go like this.
The Team Hector, Team the Anthony and who win, the community got to get together and work with them. And I say, the Hector win, let me keep aside. Or Tony win, let me keep aside. but we got to get together and work with the person. Anybody who win, or board member, or chairman, or vice president who win, we got to work with them. And we yearn and to learn.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. My conclusion to that is, whether it's Team Anthony or Team Hector wins, we are a community. We are Trenton. Our bridge tells y'all, Trenton mix and the world takes. Because we have so much here. And together, as whoever the president is, together we will make it happen. We forget the past and we're moving forward with the future. So everyone is on board. Whether whoever wins today, we are all here and we are on board to work with them to make our community a better place for our children.
Whether Team Anthony or Team Hector wins today, they both are my brothers. So we'll still be family. And I'm here to work with both of them. And one thing I want to say is, whoever wins, y'all didn't come here to ask for our vote and just sit on your behind. Y'all should go to work. And I will make sure y'all work. The same way I make sure the election happen, I'm going to make sure y'all do your job. Thank you.
Trenton is my city, and I am waiting to work with whoever wins, no matter what. We are Trenton.
Well, my give and take today is that we had an election today, and the war is watching. I say thank you to the Liberians that came out today to vote for this community. No matter who wins the election, we will be a group that will work together to move this community forward, because we have seen other communities move forward. And special thanks go to the media institution. Very special thanks go to Lrtn TV. Thank you so much for the job well done from 6 this morning to present. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, okay, listen. One thing I want people to understand, the two teams, majority of the team members, we are from one organization. We were friends before the election. We will remain friends after the election. Okay? In the election period, when people are campaigning, you have people saying a lot of things. But we all are mature people. All right? We are brothers and sisters. So after the election, the thing that we saw today, I know, moving forward, I know Liberians in Trenton, they are getting better every day. From what I have saw today, even the people that kept us down, they were part of the election. And I know they are willing to work with either party. When Tony wins, Tony was our board member. We will work with him. He's our brother. When Hector wins, I want to speak to the other side. We all are Liberians. Hector is your son. Hector is your brother. He got nothing on you. He got no grudge for you. He love you. The only thing he want to do to transform our community, the Liberian community, because he did it for old timer. So he also want to do it for the community. We want the community to be better. So I just urging the both party, let us come together again as Liberian and let us forge ahead. Peace first, peace last. Let us love one another. We all are Liberians. Well, I want to thank the media. You see, one thing I noticed, right? You help Lrtn radio. I really love you guys because y'all want to own it, putting on your radio, but you guys were also serving as pool watchers, directing everything. I want to thank you guys. You did great. We hope to have something, and we will not forget you guys. Every time when we're having something, we will send for you because you guys are so special. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was very passionate. Let's finish off with ULAA representative, Mr. Lrtn Barsi. Again, if you're watching us, this is Lrtn Network, and we are bringing you post-elections reactions to the Trenton and the metropolitan area elections. Let me conclude with Mr. Lrtn Barsi. What is your message to the constituents here for reuniting? Like both teams, you just heard them. They are coming together to unite. What is your message to them?
Well, here's my message to the Trenton ULAA chapter members. As we all know, it has been decades. This chapter of the ULAA branch has been in confusion. And in fact, I remember sometime last year, there was a group that came down to the convention to see if it could upset our convention, but that did not happen. But here's a good thing I have heard from all of you. We all, including ULAA, join you to say one Trenton, all we're fighting for with one goal. We hope that you all come together. Whoever wins should be supported. And we see that we also look forward to you guys supporting ULAA as we move on. Thank you again. Thank you to Liberia Radio Television Network.
And on behalf of Lrtn, I would just like to thank each and every one of you guys for participating in the roundtable. And again, guys, keep following Lrtn until we see you again. Remind me of your name.
Eh?
Remind me of your name.
Robert Reeves, Eastern Regional Vice President.
Robert Reeves. Good evening again, guys. This is Lrtn. My name is Derek Yale, and we are here with Robert Reeves to get his reactions to the election that was just conducted. Welcome to Lrtn.
Thank you for this unique time, and thank you for the interview.
Mr. Reeves, what is your reactions to the entire process here? Do you think it was easy for the voters to get in and cast a vote? Do you think the process was fair? All of the allegations that were made before the elections, what do you make of it?
I think everything was free and fair. I think others saw how the process went, and they concluded what they were expecting. It was kind of different, and I think Trenton did a great job, and we must applaud them because they've been such a chapter that we all prayed for, that things will be better at the end of the day. Who wins? They can come together and bring this community together as it was before. So I would say the process was fine.
The process was fine, and Mr. Reeves just said whoever wins will have the mantle of power to bring this community together. Now, before I let go of you, Mr. Reeves, Trenton has been divided with a lot of tension between Team Hector, Team Anthony. What message can you send out to Trentonians to reunite after the elections?
I think who wins count. I will want to encourage them. Who wins, let they come together to work together to make Trenton a better place. I know the tensions were in it, but I want to believe that this time they can all come together and make things happen. Again, I say thank you for giving me the time to say just a little of my experience.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure having you.
All right, guys, you guys, thank you.
Can you stand up?
Okay, what's the other thing?
Use the mic.
Yeah, all my team come and stand behind me. Yeah, all the team come and stand. Yeah, everybody.
Do you have pen to write stuff down?
Y'all got pen? Yeah, you. Oh my God. Finally, what the time? 6, almost 6:30. 6:29. Honest ballot, turn over your result. I want to take this time. I don't even want to say we want to take this time to thank you guys. We know you guys are decent people. Y'all want peace in your community. Well, y'all told me last night, say, oh man, our election, man. So we understand. So we are so happy, ULAA, on behalf of the President, Mr. Shehu Kamara. We want to say thank you. My team here want to say thank you. We did it. You guys did it. Y'all brought peace in your community. We hope that y'all saw the process. Y'all saw it. And we will tell you, with everything that was going around, we know that elections, no hard feelings. None of my team here, we got no hard feelings. I hope it is about the community. It's not about me, it's not about you, it's not about anybody. It's about our community. So I will take this time to give you the result. We will, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where is it? She on here for this. So I will start with the total number of voters. We told you when we sent the sheet, it was 1,190 persons. But you guys were there and you saw some people have 2 names. We needed to clear all those names. But the total number of voters that came in today that turned out was 651 persons that voted. 651. Okay? So I will start from the lower, then we'll come to the higher. Because when we call the higher now, like, kulu, 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 then we can't hear what ear. We needed 7 board of directors for your community. I will start from the lower number and we'll go to the higher number, the winners. Reverend Cecilia N. Kofa Duo, I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. She got 266 votes. James Allen Jian got 266 votes, 7.1. So it come, all right? Palmer S. Kobe, he got 277 votes. Prince S. Koya, he got 282 votes. Tara Meda, she got 290 votes. Amos Isaiah got 293 votes. And Ruben E.C.P. there got 308 votes. So those are your new poll members. Now we come to the treasurer. The treasurer we get Madam Patricia Chala. She got 327 votes. So she won. We got 287 votes. So she got 327 votes. We come to the financial secretary. Mr. Cherry Kawi, he won. He got 323 votes. Patrick, 280, the Jerry Kawi got 323 votes. Now we come to the Secretary General. The Secretary General, Roland Roberts, won. He got 310 votes. Okay. Now, yeah, I can put it here. I'll take pictures of it. So, I am pleased to announce the winner. Y'all told me it's about the community. Y'all told me it's about the community. Y'all don't make me shame. I am pleased to announce your new president, Mr. Anthony Paye and Peter Massacre. They got 328 votes. Hector got 312 votes. It was really close. 328. So you want to come and take pictures? You're welcome. You can come and take it. Thank you. And son, yeah, we need you to sign each thing. They have each thing can be signed.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at the Elections Reactions. Mr. Anthony Wade is the new president for the Trenton and Metropolitan area. And I'm here with my CEO and boss, Mr. Joseph Anderson. Mr. Anderson, what do you make of the election results?
Man, listen, all I want to do, I just want to go home, take bath, and just go to sleep. I'm exhausted. This process started since yesterday. So I had the opportunity to sleep just for 2 hours. And I've been out here, and I mean, it's been incredible. I mean, one thing I want to say to the folks in New Jersey, Trenton, New Jersey, especially in the surrounding, you guys did fantastic. This is incredible. I'm just shocked for the turnout. Now, I know people talking about the ULAA and stuff, but my thing and what I observed, I think if the community already put themselves together, yeah, they got a voice. They got a serious voice because guess what? Folks were coming in to stay vote after the people were just coming. We don't know where it was coming from, but Trenton said something today. If you live in Trenton, you should be proud of yourself. And I don't think they should just stop to ULAA. I think they should extend it. They should be able to get involved in the community. Get involved and see if they can get some of the officials here elected. They got the vote. I was shocked. The way they turn up today, the two candidates, I give it to them. They really mobilized. They worked extremely well, real well. So I want to say shout out to them. Trenton, they highly locked down today.
You should be proud of yourself, all the constituents in Trenton. As you heard Mr. Anderson say, you guys came out here in your numbers, you guys supported your candidates, and you guys have a new president in Mr. Anthony Boye. And what is your closing message to Trenton?
Okay, so my closing message will be, don't forget to subscribe and like Lrtn. And I will say this, Lrtn is just right across the bridge. We're right across there. And we want you guys to actually work with us so we can make things happen in Jersey, especially when it comes to elections, the general elections and all of that. We want to come here and be able to hold some of the guys, the officials, that put their feet to the fire. You guys will benefit because the turnout was great. And another thing is, I would say to ULAA, that they are extremely well today, but both sides had challenges, had problems. And the problem was, I think ULAA need to step up the game. They need to put some things in place because people voted and their name were not, either they misspelled the name or the ID, the address were not correct. But the team to actually work to see if they can work things out to find out if that was the real person. And also the poll watchers, they know they live in the area. So they know who all live in the area, who are absent from the area. And both sides complain. But I spoke to Hector and I spoke to Anthony and they said, yeah, we're working it out some other way. So that's so far, I think. And I just want to say, they should just keep calm, just support whosoever will win the election. And I think it will be a benefit of the community. And shout out to you guys. And I want to send a shout out to the guys in Liberia as well. Solo and the whole team. I know you guys are watching. Thank you very much. And so far, that's it.
That's it. Calling for calm and peace in Trenton. Again, Mr. Anthony Boye has been announced the newest president of Trenton, the Trenton area and the metropolitan area. Again, continue to like, follow, and